Say hey people, you got a videotape? Okay. Hey Gsac family, great. We have this is our friend Sasha, Queen Sasha. Sasha's in for her shots today. And today we want to say hello to all our people in Africa, especially Kumbi in Zimbabwe, who runs our office in Zimbabwe. So this is, we're doing Dr. Wade Day, excuse me. So today Dr. Wade's here, we're taking care of the animals, giving them their shots, examinations. And Sasha is a regular, she comes in there all the time. As you can see, she's a beautiful dog. She has a winter coat on right now, which she's going to be taking off soon. So today, she's going to be getting some of her vaccinations, and Dr. Wade is going to tell us what shots she's going to be giving Sasha and why she needs those shots. Right, Sasha? Yeah. Say hi to Africa. Say, hey, Africa. Say hi, Kumbi. And also to Sister Lamy in Botswana, who has our office in Botswana, and Brother Paul in Uganda, who has our office in Uganda. And all the people who support us in Africa who've been watching our videos, thank you very much. So this is one of the things we do here. We take care of these beautiful animals, we board them, do daycare. And as you can see, Sasha is very well behaved, unless there's food around.
Oh, really?
If the food's around, all bets off.
Sasha changes up on us?
Yeah, Sasha becomes, let me eat.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's like, don't interrupt my meal time. Sasha.
Yeah, Sasha's my baby. She stays up front of me all day when she's here. She keeps the back office nice and warm and clean. Okay, good girl.
Okay, Miss Queen Sasha. We have one poke and then one intranasal vaccine.
So Dr. Wade, what are we doing to Sasha and why are we giving her these shots?
So we are giving Sasha 2 vaccines. One is a core vaccine, which is something that all dogs should get. And it is the Distemper combination vaccine. So she's getting a Distemper combo shot today to protect her from viruses that dogs can get, common viruses that dogs can get. And she's also getting a Bordetella vaccine, which is a vaccine that protects against a bacterial infection that can also have a viral component to it, but it protects against an upper respiratory infection that dogs that are in kennel settings or boarding situations are very prone to. So because she is a frequent flyer here at Gsac, this is her home away from home. She's here very often. She's constantly in contact with other dogs. So to have her current and up to date on her Bordetella vaccine is very important to protect her from getting something called Kennel Cough. So it's a upper respiratory infection that affects the trachea. Dogs get like a very dry, loud, hacking cough, and it can be very uncomfortable for them, and it is very, very contagious, and it spreads through respiratory droplets when they're barking or sniffing nose to nose, or licking one another or drinking out of the same food and water dish, and it can be spread from direct contact or what we call fomites on inanimate objects. So like if she were to cough and some expectorant or droplets got on the floor or surface, and then another dog came in contact with it, that's how it can be spread. So Bordetella is very, very important for boarding dogs, dogs that frequent dog parks is something to consider for them, dogs that do daycare, doggy training classes, or show dogs, which she could easily be because she's such a beautiful girl. But show dogs that are in a congested situation where they're in close contact with one another, in areas where there may not be the best ventilation, and when there's a high population of a large concentration of dogs, it's important to vaccinate against Bordetella.
Okay, so doctor, how many times do they get this job? Once a year, twice a year?
Right, so it's actually good for a year. The manufacturer labels its effectiveness for a year, but it's actually recommended for frequent boarding dogs to get it like 6 months. And some kennels will require a 6-month shot rather than a year, but once a year is sufficient.
What about the DHLPP?
The Distemper is good for a year as well.
Okay, so we're going to give Sasha her shots, and to brother Anthony Malusi in Botswana, who loves dogs also.
Hey family!
Yeah, so this, we're going to show you Sasha, and we're going to come back and show you another boxer later. So we thank you also. Dr. Wade, give them your contact information, anyone here in the U.S. who wants to contact you.
So if you're ever visiting us on this side of the globe, I am at Wincote Animal Hospital in Philadelphia in West Oak Lane. It's 6701 Wincote Avenue, and the telephone number is 215-224-2764.
Well, you have a website, right?
Yes, it's www.wincoteanimalhospital.com.
Spell Wincote for those who
Oh yes, Wincote. So it's WYNCOTE, Wincote Animal Hospital.
Okay, so we'll be back later with Dr. Wade to see another dog. But so Sasha's gonna get a shot. So go ahead. We're gonna see Doctor give Sasha her info.
Okay, so the Bordetella, it's actually this one that she's getting is intranasal, and the reason it's given intranasal is because the lining of the nasal mucosa has it generates antibodies very quickly. So
Sasha, stay, Sasha.
She's gonna get the Bordetella intranasal. There is an injectable form, but the more common mode of administration is intranasal. So we're actually gonna just squirt it right into her nostrils. She's such a good girl, good girl. She's like, don't do that to me anymore. But yeah, it doesn't always go that easy. So that's just to show how good Miss Sasha is, because usually dogs put up a big giant fight for that, and some dogs don't let it go down that easily. But fortunately for me, Sasha's a sweet girl. All right, Purple, I'm gonna give you your little poke, okay? Let me turn you this away. Good girl. Good girl. She is the model patient. All right, Sasha. Hold on. Thanks.
Hey, Gsac family, we are back with Dr. Wade. And Dr. Wade's going to be dealing with 3 cats from the same household. And Doctor, what are we doing to these cats?
So we are checking them for ear mites. One of them, Lala, is a recently rescued stray. That's the little baby in here, the smallest of the 3. And Mom wants to have them checked for ear mites as well as worms. She did notice a worm on the floor that one of them, she's not sure which one, expelled. So we're going to be treating them for roundworms. It looked like it from the picture, it looked like it could have been roundworm. And then 2 of them are getting vaccinated today. We have Zora here, our white and gray, who's already vaccinated. So Sid and Lala will be getting an FBRCP and rabies vaccine today. Hey, cutie.
Okay. Now, you said, for those who don't know, what are ear mites?
So ear mites are a parasite that live inside the ear canal of a dog or a cat. They are species specific. So cat ear mites will only live in the ears of a cat, and dog ear mites will only live in the ear of a dog. If you have a dog or cat that has ear mites, you don't have to worry. They're not going to get into your ear. So that's good to know. And if you have a dog and a cat at home and your cat gets ear mites, you don't have to worry that your dog will contract it. But it is something that is very easily transmissible. So if you have 3 cats at home and one of them has ear mites, then it's very likely that the other 2 will also get the mites as well.
Okay. Well, Doc, so we're gonna watch what's gonna happen here, and we'll see what's going on with these 3 beautiful little cats.
Okay. So yeah, I see that Sid needs to get his vaccines updated. So since Zora,
These are core vaccinations they're getting?
yes, they are getting their core vaccines, and since Zora does not need hers, we're gonna start with Zora. So I'll get her out first.
Okay.
And then we will work with our other 2 little babies.
Okay.
They're so cute and they're so peaceful in there together.
Yeah, I
which
see
is
that.
really kind of neat, especially since this one is a newcomer. It's nice that the others were kind enough to accept her into the clouder, which is a term that I recently learned from my friend, courtesy of my friend Dr. Fuller Hines in North Carolina, who has multiple cats and a dog in her home. So yeah, so she has a clouder, or a collection of cats. So here we have our little clouder. Most people are more familiar with the term cat colony when you see those cats hanging together outside.
Okay.
So let's welcome the first of the three. Hi. Hey, kitties. Hi. Oh, you're so cute. How are you? Oh, nice haircut there, Sid. Sid's got a nice haircut. It's got a line cut. Oh, and so does Zora. Zora's got a line cut too. Fancy. Okay. Alright, we'll just leave this on here. Hello there. How are you? Hi, Zora. How you doing? It's a pretty kitty. Okay, we can see inside her ears. There's a lot of dark brown debris in there. So we'll be getting a sample out to check her ear mites. Ear mites are very, it's a big nuisance for the pet that has them. They, as you can see, it causes lots of debris in there, and they make the ears extremely itchy. As you can see, when I touch her ears, she immediately starts shaking. So it's very bothersome to them. And they scratch a lot, and they can cause a lot of sores inside their ears. So definitely not a happy problem for the cat to have. So we will check to make sure she doesn't have them, and if she does, then we will make recommendations for the appropriate treatment.
Okay. So we'll come back later and we'll check in with Dr. Wade on the other animals for today at Gsac TV, and we'll be right back.